Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons from BrandonSimmons.biz, and I'm coming through to give y'all something a little bit different than my usual sports opinions. So don't worry, I got plenty of them, plenty of them. Just best believe a lot of that coming later on down the line. But wanted to do something just a little bit different, especially since it's Black History Month. And so the first thing I thought about was, what can I really do? You know what I'm saying? Something fun. And so this came to mind. So I know when people talk about, comedians, they kind of recycle the same names. Steve Harvey, Cat Williams, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? Even some of the younger guys, Country Wayne, 85 South Show, you know what I'm saying? Guys like that. And so I kind of wanted to share some of the comedians that I watched, I feel don't get enough notoriety or don't get their name thrown around in those circles as much, but definitely should. You know what I'm saying? And so this is my unorganized list of black comedians that you should know about or probably already know. So I'm not working on the title. No, no, I figured out on you figured it out when you seen the YouTube or wherever you see this video. So first thing I want to do is kind of give an honorable mention uh, to a couple of comedians that didn't make this list officially, but still I consider as part of this list. Comedian CP. Um, I think his real name is Chris Powell. I saw him on like a BET thing the other day, and so I seen him on this BET thing the other day, and he's he's really getting a little bit of shine. Um, he's been like on a couple things. He was on a Big Sean album not too long ago. So yeah, he was on Big Sean's last album actually. Check him out, comedian CP. Another dude, Lance Woods. Pretty funny gentleman. I've seen a couple of his Facebook videos, but I've got to just kind of find him on YouTube. So just look up Lance Woods. I think he has a special actually on Amazon Prime. So check that out if ever you can. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get started with this list. So first comedian up is Mojo Brooks, and so Mojo Brooks, I first seen him through Facebook Reels. Some of the sketches that he was doing, pretty funny sketches. That if they're on Facebook Reels, they're probably on YouTube. I mean, excuse me, on IG as well. Definitely seen a lot of his content on YouTube in terms of like YouTube Shorts. Um, he has a lot of his also, in addition to the skits, he has a lot of uh, skits with like crowd work and all this other stuff. His he his punchline, his main punchline is in the when he's doing stand up is I know you fucking lying. That is my shit, man. Yeah, and he say I know you fucking lying. Like it's just so goddamn. It's simple, but it's so damn funny. I don't know. I'm goofy. Anyway, um, but yeah, real dope content. He's actually on the show Miss Governor that's on Netflix that stars Terry J. Vaughn, Levita Alizé Jenkins, as some of you may know. So yeah, definitely check that out on Netflix whenever you got a chance. Next up, Sidney Castillo. So this dude, he's also a comedian that I found through the Chocolate Sunday show that they have out there in LA. And for those that don't know, Chocolate Sundays is like this this YouTube channel that just shows like all these comedians. It's kind of like old school Comic View in a sense, but like you know what I'm saying in the new era. Just the way they have it formatted. I think it's based out in Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. So if I'm mistaken, my bad. But yeah, it's based out there in Los Angeles, ran by comedian Ron G. So shout out to him. Um, But yeah, that's where I first discovered Sidney Castillo. He has this one special out called "My Cup Is Full," and it's based off a bit he did when talking about going to see his therapist, and she was like, your problem is your cup is too full and things like that. So that's the name of his one special out. I believe that's also the name of his podcast that he has out. So all of that, all over YouTube. His style is like aggressive, but humorous. It's like '90s rapper telling jokes. I don't know. I can't describe it, but you when you see it, you'll understand. So definitely shout out to Sidney Castillo. Make sure you check him out whenever you get a chance. Do I got this mixed up? No, it's in the order. Okay. Uh, next dude up is BT Kingsley. Um, like this, this dude is the trip. So another chocolate Sunday comedian. Um, he has like every time they post a lot of his content, it's like a crowd work slash roasting session that they feature with him. And you know what I'm saying? He's pretty dope at it. Usually about 10, 15 minutes of crowd work. Um, he's been in like hella commercials. And so I was kind of shocked when I first seen him like on YouTube, probably like maybe a year and a half ago. I was like, "Yo, this dude looks familiar." And then I think they replayed the Sprite commercial that he was in, and so I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's old buddy from right there." And so then, like, you know what I'm saying, as I started like watching more of his content or whatever, I just got familiar with the face, and so um, he's actually been in like more commercials since then. And he said that on stage one time, and I was like, ain't no way. And as soon as he said that, he was like in a home insurance commercial. I forgot the company, so I ain't gonna say it to mess up his bread, but it was a house, it was insurance, so he was there. He was also in a Walgreens commercial, which is like the funniest shit ever. Because I was like, probably watched like a ton of his videos since then. So I'm like, all right, man. So, but yeah, definitely check him out, man. He's ain't no telling where else he's actually gonna pop up. I think he mentioned that he has some more stuff coming on the way, like whether TV or film or. But yeah, he was actually I think it was a Pepsi. Yeah, I think it was a Pepsi commercial. I'm not sure if it was during the Super Bowl or like just during the playoff games. But yeah, he was in a couple of the Pepsi commercials. Um, Also, another, as I mentioned, Chocolate Sundays. I think he's actually hosting now, just based off what I'm seeing on the YouTube. So, shout out to him. Hopefully, he comes out with a lot more material. Um, Next comedian, Nate Jackson. So, Nate, when we talk about crowd work, like that's him. Like, that's really like his superpower. As far as like comedy goes. He has the comedy special on Netflix right now called Super Funny. Check that out when you can. But yeah, definitely his main thing is his crowd work specials that he does each month on YouTube. So I would say around the first early on of each month, he'll drop a crowd work special, and I think he does most of those from his comedy club in in Seattle or Tacoma or whatever, or wherever he's from. And so he'll do his specials. He'll do those particular specials from there. But he also does touring like any other comedian. And so he does like little crowd work specials through different cities. I think he did one in Alabama not too long ago. So just look up Nate Jackson crowd work. I'm pretty sure you'll be sitting there for like hours. You know what I'm saying? Um, he had a podcast with Gary Owen, like I said, an organized list. So I'm not sure if that's still up. I thought I saw something where it got taken where it ended. So definitely, if you just look up Nate Jackson podcast, I'm pretty sure you'll find those particular episodes as well. Um, Also, one thing that stands out about him, and I've never seen this from anybody, like he knows Samoan culture. Like he will spot a Samoan in the crowd like it's nothing. And I guess that's just, you know what I'm saying, part of the area that he's from. So it's understandable for him to do that. So just shout out to him for that. Go check him out. Check out his Netflix special. Super funny. Next comedian up, Ryan Davis. Um, so Ryan Davis, man, he's been, you know what I'm saying, he's been out there in like quite a few things. Just kind of, I think, kind of under the radar as far as like different platforms. But he's definitely somebody that whose comedy style I really enjoy. I would say, and he would also tell you this, it's Chappelle esque by his own admission. Um, it's a real calm demeanor, you know what I'm saying, right before leading up to the punchline, you know what I'm saying, and he just drops it. And so, yeah, man, very calm demeanor and delivery, um, you know what I'm saying, when telling his jokes. He has a stand up special called Underrated that's strictly on YouTube at the time. He's also appeared in the YouTube show Cancel Court. And so Cancel Court is kind of like the show where they put on trial um, public opinions. You know what I'm saying? So they got two comedians, you know, arguing both sides of a public opinion. And so, so funny, bad. Anyway, um, they got two comedians arguing over they got two comedians arguing both sides of a public opinion. It's real funny. They've done topics such as like Takashi 69. They've done I think Jada. Of course, they had a topic about Jada Pinkett Smith. Uh, they've done topics of about the Jordan versus LeBron debate, and so it's a real dope it's a real dope to check out and watch. But yeah, Ryan Davis, like he's been on there probably if not all of the episodes, at the very least, very most of the episodes of that show. I think they're on a break right now, but I think there's two seasons that you can check out, and he's in most of them. Um, where I first kind of like saw him, um, it was this video where he criticized something Kevin Durant said. I think Durant said at the time, you know, scoring is more important to winning championships than defense, and so he gave like this ESPN, NBC Sports style breakdown that was just completely hilarious. Just pointing out the why he's wrong in his argument, but also just kind of pointing out why, just taking shots at Durant as well, and it was pretty funny. So, really go check that out. Next comedian, and this guy might be pretty well known. I would say probably a little bit more known on this than for the compared to the people on this list. And I'm just really late to the party. Ali Sadiq. So Ali Sadiq, man, he's been around for years. Works on the radio, but he's also he's dropped like when it comes to like doing his own specials. Um, he's put a ton of them out. I think he has like the Domino Effect, four specials on YouTube, which I came across last year. Um, he has, I think this other one he has called My Two Sons or something like that. And really, like the Domino Effect just kind of tells his life story. Um, him like as a child and growing up and getting in the street life and then going to jail and then what I'm saying, getting out of jail. It's a really great watch. So, watch it on YouTube, of course. Watch it at home, at work, wherever you want to watch it at. He has, yeah, I just really love his storytelling style. I guess his famous joke is Mexican got on boots. Uh, but he has, like, a whole bunch of other great stories than that. I'm pretty, pretty much enjoyed the joke he told about this recent joke he told about actually fighting, um, going to the gym and getting into a fight with a boxer. That was pretty crazy, but so yeah, he's from Houston. West A Leaf. Um, what I didn't know was he was in the Mike Jones uh, music video for back then, and at the time I didn't know who that was really. You know what I'm saying? And so he had said that. I think he said that like sometime last year. And I was like, man, ain't no way. So yeah, I went back to see it, and yeah, it was him. So shout out to him. Shout out to that little fact. So, uh, final comedian. And this kind of who I wanted to like make the list for. Just he's kind of the epitome of like this list. Somebody that's like kind of unknown but known. You know what I'm saying? Super funny. He's been on. You know, he's kind of, you know what I'm saying. In a way, he's related to the rest of the comedians. He's been on Cancel Court. Been on Deaf Digital. Has specials on YouTube. So he kind of encompasses this entire list, and that's Black Ron. And so Black Ron, Blaqron. I believe he's from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? One of the funniest like comedians that I ever stumbled across. You know what I'm saying? And so he just has like a cool country style, country delivery, and everything. Um, Probably his one of his best jokes um, was talking about how Michael Jackson was a toxic nigga, and so he was trying to you know, so he was like using the example of remember the time like he was calling old girl up on the trying to call old girl up, starting stuff in front of a dude and all this stuff, and so yeah, I think that video in particular was like one of the first videos on Chaka Sundays to hit like 1 million views on there. So he's definitely, so yeah, that's just like one of his like masterpieces. Um, Another one, he's been on, of course, he's been on Cancel Court. I think I mentioned that All Deaf Digital as well. But another one, this one I kind of go back to like every once in a while. The Lace Front song, like just look up Black Ron and Lace Front song. It's worth it. You'll probably go back to it as well. But yeah, man. Yeah, just one of the funniest people that I ever like stumbled across and just was like, all right, that's it. This, you know what I'm saying? This is him, you know. So right now he's just, you know, in things here and there, but if you look him up, he's probably in like, you know, doing a couple podcast appearances here and there. Probably find some more jokes. He has like a couple of specials just from like different cities that he's been in. I think he has like a 40-minute special from when he did a show in Miami. I think he might have like a couple 15 or 16-minute uh, stand up bits that he's filmed as well on this all on YouTube. So whenever you get a chance, just check him out and it'll be worth it. So them all the comedians that I got, them who I be watching from here and there. Um, so yeah, like I said, this was a very unorganized list. Some of the information was kind of spotty. My bad. Um, it's probably really ain't. It probably really isn't even about like who's better or any of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about rank, but it's just you know, who I felt like, you know, kind of needs some more shine out there. Who I wanted to share with y'all that y'all can like go check out whenever y'all get a chance. So like I said, go look those guys up. YouTube, look them up on social media, all the platforms. If you have any comedians that you want to kind of share to put the world on, leave them in the comments on whatever platform you're watching this. Leave their social media in there for sure. You know what I'm saying? Leave a link to their websites, anything like that. You know, and I'll try to check them out as much as I can, assuming I'm getting like 10,000 comments. If I'm just getting 2 comments, I'll catch y'all at work. So, yeah. So yeah, that's my unorganized list of black comedians for Black History. If you're watching this on Facebook, facebook.com/BrandonBlog, um, like this video, share this video, like my page, share this video to your newsfeed. If you're watching this on YouTube, um, click the like button on this video, click the subscribe button, share this video to whoever, wherever that you can. So, I'm Brandon Simmons from BrandonSimmons.biz. Holla black.